Good morning, Maya Parback. Here's the plan. There'll be more tiling going on. There'll be more painting going on. There are a couple of new things that they're already making a start on today. We'll show you those shortly. But before anything else, Monday morning exercise. And I'm going to try to show you that anybody can do it regardless of whether you're sitting, standing or lying down. Get ready to join in. What could possibly go wrong? A quick apology before we get going. If you tried to watch the most recent episode quite early on after it was published, you'll realise it was rubbish. I deleted it because there were two problems with it. One, it hadn't rendered the whole of the day's clips, and two, I managed to mess up one of the little maps on the layouts. So I do apologise for that. There are at the moment some pretty major bugs with the new release of the editing software that's causing me massive headaches. We'll get through it, but that's my rubbish excuse for getting it wrong on Sunday. Back to the action, and here is the action. Monday morning exercise, but with a slight twist. We are going to show you that anybody can join in with this, so get ready. I don't care if you're sitting in a chair, I don't care if you're still in bed. You can join in. Watch this. Oh, there's some discussion of my request. But here we go. Warm yourselves up. Cool yourselves down. First, just the normal look. Now, here we go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 6, 5, 2, 1.
No excuse. Come on, join in. Actually, it looks harder lying down than it does standing up.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 2, 1.
Wait till we get to the jumping jacks.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, that one is difficult when you're lying down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe if you try this lying down, you should think about getting up. But maybe for some, that's not so easy. Yeah, okay. That one is very difficult. There we go. You can do it. Right. Thank you to everyone for that, particularly Erwin and Coelito, who actually I think found that harder than everybody else. Right. Back to the week's work. Here's the first new thing of the week and of the day. Frederick is going to be putting tiles down on this front step. This will be the same tile as we've used on the patio. I did just ask, did we want some kind of railing on the two sides? I've said no. What do you guys think? Any reason to put one? I think leaving it open is better. I think there is the thought that in our advancing years, railings to help support us might be a good thing, but quite honestly, they're so far away from where we'd be walking, I think they'd be more of a hindrance, so I think we'll leave it open. Let me know what you think. In the laundry room, this is where Don would be trying to finish off these tiles. But he's not here at the moment. Not sure if he's coming in later today. It may be that this gets left for a while longer. It does mean that we've only got Frederick and Mr. Rene, who have been doing tiling up to this point. They're the only two. So I'm not sure if Mr. Rene is going to switch over here later, or if he's got other things to do. We'll go and find him and see what he's up to. Here's our answer. Here's Mr. Rene, and he is going to be tiling this last section inside the spa area. So for now, that laundry room is unattended, but it'd be nice to get this bit finished off as well. This is the outside of the dirty kitchen, and this is the site of the next new thing that's going to be started on today. We've talked about it briefly in the past. We've asked for there to be a kind of a ledge on the outside, a bar if you like, so that people working inside the kitchen can stick plates, cups, whatever, onto that window sill, which will be a significantly extended window sill. Or people just sit there and have a drink and look at what's going on inside. So they'll make a start on that today. If I understand correctly, because it's going to be about, I think it's going to be 50 centimetres from back to front. So they will have to put in legs to support it. It's a little bit too big to just be done without that kind of support. We've just had a quick discussion about the width of this bar, and the formula suggested that we match the kind of rain ledge up above, which does make it slightly more tricky, because it means that the support leg, they've got to drill it into the corner of this catch basin. But they said they can do that, and they believe it will look better to have those two items being the same length. So I've said, okay, if that's what you think is better, go for it. Herwin has shifted very slightly from where he was last week. So he's now inside the walk-in closet, putting the skim coat on the walls here. In the master bathroom, this is where on Saturday the middle jet, this one, had a little tiny leak. Well, I'm not saying, maybe not a leak, but it was still dripping water a little bit. So the plumber's not on site today. When he's back, he will have another look just to make sure everything's okay. Painter Ernie is at work above the double height area. A little bit more sanding going on, a little bit more cleanup going on prior to, I imagine, paint being applied just here. Not sure whether it's still prime coat or if they're going to move on to the finishing coat. We'll see later on today probably. Painter Mr. Willie is in Aldrin's room, applying primer on this wall and probably on a couple of other areas as well. Singing Rico, aided actually at the moment by original Rico, who's just out of the shop, just doing a little bit of cleanup of where they poured this base, the curb, on Saturday. I still think we're not in a position where we're going to be putting the glass in. I don't think we've got it on site at the moment, but they're just doing a bit of tidy up here. Sorry about the bright light. Can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. But Papa Jess is putting in another extraction, this time into Jack's bathroom. So this is what the builder has supplied. Okay then, you don't see it anymore, but I think a very standard, straightforward extraction fan.
Lighting left and right center exhaust fan.
There we go. Papa Jess just explained to you. A light and then extraction. So again, that extraction is pretty much centered over where the WC will be. Mr. Rene just doing this little job before he moves back into the spa area. Just putting a little bit more plaster on the side of the new and improved ramp at the back of the patio. It's just after lunch. And we've got stereo grinding going on. If I wait for the grinding on the left to stop, the grinding on the right kicks off. But we'll just start here with a delivery, and it's more tiles. And these are the tiles that will go here in the sunroom. And you'll see what they look like when they're in the gym and spa. Mr. Rene and Carlito done quite a few of the tiles to finish off where they had the new slab poured on Saturday. So that's not taken them long at all to get most of that done. Here we are, back outside the dirty kitchen. The support walls for the bar are already in, and the preparations going on to pour a slab on top. That's not taking them long either. It's a bit rough and ready right now, but made a lot of progress with it. This is the small bathroom just off the side of the sunroom. Sing and Rico is attaching the revised wash basin cabinet, the Wabaka, the smaller version, because this is really quite a tiny little room. All we've got space for is that cabinet and a toilet over there. In the laundry room, still no don-don, no progress. In the pantry, Erwin adding selignum again. I'm not sure if this is coat number 2 or number 3. Well, there's a bit of a challenge. Mr. Willie up on the platform at the top of the stairs. I'm not sure I can get through there. We'll give it a try. Ernie, still at work on this ceiling above the double height area in the upstairs hallway. And it is primer that he's adding at the moment. This is Aldrin's bathroom, and the extractor fan has been installed. This is Alex's bathroom, just a hole so far. In the master bathroom, Buffer Jess is about to get to work. Actually, there's 3 electricians on site at the moment, and we will have 1 extractor fan up here. In fact, there will be 2 toilet bowls, but it'll be centered in the middle of those 2. And in the walk-in closet for the master bedroom, Owen is skim coater rating. That's new. We've got a front door. Doesn't fit, wrong colour, ugly. Never mind, just temporary. I assume to stop me going out through that gap and walking on where they're freshly laying tiles. So we'll have to go a different way. We have Frederick, assisted by Elson, working on this. And they're almost, I'd say, halfway across already. I mean, this is a little more straightforward than some other areas they've had to do. It's got those grey edging tiles at the front, as at the patio at the back. Looking good. It's 4:30. The bell has gone and the guys are heading out. Yesterday we talked about, well, briefly at least, about restaurants in Subic and our thoughts on a few that we liked, which is now the worst segue in the world to the latest and greatest from Megawega, because it's that time of day. He asks, have you heard about the restaurant on the moon? Apparently great food, but no atmosphere. And we'll go and see what's been going on. At the dirty kitchen, or outside it, we have our bar. So that has been poured. All of that done in a day. There's still, of course, a lot of finishing to be done, particularly down the sides. Inside the spa area, Mr. Rene and Carlito didn't quite get the tiling done of the area down to the wall. Pretty close. Probably won't take too long tomorrow to get that finished. Inside the small bathroom, next to the sunroom, The structure for the cabinet, the wash basin cabinet, is in, and rebar is partially in. So again, something to be finished off tomorrow. At the front of the house, something else that's nearly finished but not quite. The tiling here on this front porch. Just a few more there at the back to be finished off tomorrow. I just had a fairly long walk around upstairs, and quite honestly I don't think there's anything that is obvious enough that's different to show you. There has been more skim coat, there has been more primer paint going on. I've not seen anywhere where I've seen more finishing paint going on. I've not seen any more bathrooms that have had the extraction units added in yet. So we'll leave it there. I think the progress that's visible has been mostly downstairs today, although there has been that activity upstairs. But that's it. That's the end of Monday, in which we hopefully showed you can still do that exercise, even sitting down and maybe even lying down. Although, quite honestly, it might be more difficult to do it lying down. That's it. You get a rest for the next few days from that exercise. Nothing more until next Monday on that front, but loads more to come back for tomorrow, hopefully. See you then.